ambience of the environment around you, if it is negative and hostile and always shelling and bombing somewhere, and one can get caught up in the turmoil
Yeah,
of the environment versus sitting down with a cup of coffee in the quiet and um, reading a book on enterprising stuff, reading material, going to YouTube and looking up videos on how to do different things. Um, I've been banging my head up against the wall trying to figure out how to do one particular thing when all I really needed to do was Google it because it's there.
right.
But what I find is some people are very wordy in their explanations on YouTube videos without necessarily getting to the point sometimes.
Yeah, you have to sift through
Yeah,
them to find the one that
yeah,
gets to the point. Yeah, I've noticed
yeah,
that myself.
yeah.
Yeah, but there is a fountain of information out there. It's so wonderful to have that resource, and it's so great for the people who create those videos too, because they're providing a worthwhile service and they're getting a fulfillment out of it. Unfortunately, not making too much money out of it, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Can't do everything for money. It's nice to get money though. Money always helps. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm beginning to realize that there's a way in which things are done that, if they're not done correctly, will not result in any money.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And
true.
that's the thing, is if it's not done the way it's supposed to be done. But that's a learned process too, and people can learn. They can learn that process. No one said that making your own way in the world was going to be easy. In
No.
fact, I think it's one of the hardest things to do.
um, I was very upset when YouTube changed their policies and demonetized everybody who was below a certain margin, which I happened to
Mm-hmm.
be below. And I wasn't making very much money off of YouTube, but I was making some, and it was a great encouragement to people to try and create stuff. And even if you only got a few bucks a year out of it, it was really a good thing. But they took that away from millions, I'd say, of people who
Mm-hmm.
are just,
Mm-hmm.
maybe getting $100 a year or whatever out of it. And not everybody on YouTube is making thousands of dollars a month. Most of them are, if they are monetized and they're on the lower levels of it, they might make a couple or 300 a month or something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
If they and maybe less, probably less. Um, but it is encouraged, like it gives you a feeling that you got a purpose in doing these things, and that you're
Mm-hmm.
going to make it grow. That's your intention, is to make it
Mm-hmm.
grow so that
Mm-hmm.
you get in there with the big guys and you're making a decent living at it. And they kind of took that away, which is a
Mm-hmm.
shame. I think it was a mistake on their part. um, in my case, I had 10 years of loyalty to the YouTube brand, and that was kind of kicked down the road in just minutes, and I didn't really appreciate it. And then there was another. There was that incident where a lady went in and shot some people in a meeting in YouTube because she had been demonetized. I mean, it was very upsetting for some people. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say it was very upsetting for me. It bothered me, and I thought it was a poor move on their part. It was a lack of loyalty on their part. And loyalty works both ways. So if you're loyal to them, you expect them to be loyal back to you. And in spite of the fact that I'm not getting as many views as I used to, I have one of the best channels on YouTube, and I've been told that many times by people who have looked at my stuff and subscribed to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a variety of things, very lots of different things, everything from talking to funny animations, whatever. Anyhow, it's all a mystery. That's all I can say is what makes What motivates people? It's all a mystery. People need to
Well, I'm
realize
beginning
that
to understand.
they
Mm,
can have an enterprise and be useful and can sell something. And I did it myself in the farmers markets for 25 years and
mhm,
made a good living at it, not just a basic living, a good living. Not I didn't get rich. I didn't get
mhm,
rich, but I definitely had no problem paying the rent and putting food on the table. Um, and I employed people. I employed quite a few people. So anyway, I miss that a bit now, but also I don't miss it, in one way because I'm free to work on my video projects, which I'm really interested in, and I hope I make them advance even
mhm.
further. And
Well, I am interested in a book that I finished a little while ago. This one here called "Sell or Be Sold," and
oh
I found it interesting. He says the first guy took 15 minutes demonstrating his product novel knowledge, and then he didn't bother to find out anything about me, and he didn't get the sale. Why?
yeah,
He put the
yeah,
product knowledge before people knowledge. And
right,
I went, okay, if everything we're doing in terms of sales is people knowledge, right? Then we would have to understand the psychology of people, right, in order to sell to them.
yeah,
And then I'm looking and saying, well, cognitive biases, in the brain, there are the brain functions with these different biases, right? Some brains are black and white, and some of them, uh, some brains, they're based on likability. Like you look at Facebook, they're using likability. They use
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
like.
Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching. We'll see you later.